Us Ultra. Sorry, I wanted to say it like that. My God, Deku. Oh, Deku, man. Good job, man. Good job. I'm rooting for you, buddy. Welcome, guys. We're talking Boku no Hero Academia episode 3, and this was a really good episode. I'm starting to get really invested in this series. I really like it, just because not only the superhero aspect, but Deku, man. You're my boy. You're my boy. What we saw in this episode, we saw All Might train Deku to get ready for the UA high school exam, and this is where all the superheroes go, the best of the best, the creme de la creme. All Might himself went there, so he decided to take on Deku and say, you know what? You're going to be my successor. And you know what? I'm going to pass down my power onto you because guess what? I could do that. It's called one for all. And if you have to train your body to rigorous training, and then we need a, you know what? We need a montage. Montage. We need a montage. Montage. Right, Deadpool? So basically, yes, he needs to train his body so All Might could transfer his power onto him because that's his quirk. He could transfer his. I guess he inherited with somebody else, and then now he's trying to find a successor to pass his power on to his a successor, and that's Deku. But Deku needs to bulk up. He needs to muscle up, man. He needs to drink those protein shakes in order to get that power. Because if he didn't, if he was just like the way he is and All Might gave him his power, Deku limbs would fall off. It'd be The Walking Dead, and nobody wants The Walking Dead in this type of show. I'm just saying, or do we? That's the one thing I don't necessarily like. I'm gonna put I have read one chapter, and I remember reading the training montage, the training chapter, and that's it. Like that's the only chapter I read, and I don't know what's going on after that. But if it is true that All Might could pass on his power onto Deku, or well, he did at the end of this, or towards when Deku was going to the exam, he told him, "Here's my hair. Great job, Deku." After the montage, Deku was beast. He cleaned up the whole beach. That was his training regimen, and pretty much All Might gave him a hair. Said, "All you need is a sample of my DNA, some way or another. Here you go, and all the power will transfer." But I'm assuming because we see Deku is like, oh, I didn't have time to test out my new powers, this and that. I'm just going to assume that All Might was kind of lying to him and that really his power all along was just working hard like Naruto. Well, not like Naruto, but just working hard and striving to be going beyond a normal human. And that's what I like. That's what I want. I'm hoping that's the case because I think Deku inheriting something from getting a quirk from All Might, I think that defeats the purpose. I think we want Deku to be like I was thinking the whole time, like Batman. I want a hero like I want Deku to be like Batman, where he's a normal human, so to speak, but he is beyond human. He's beyond human capabilities. He could go toe to toe with the god. So I want that to happen for Deku. I don't necessarily want the All Might power transferred into him or his successor. I don't think that's the case. I have a feeling that's not what's going to happen, but I hope that is the case. Like where Deku actually his whole power was just training, and he still doesn't have a quirk. I don't want him to have a quirk. I'm just saying because I want this is an underdog story, and I want him to prevail what he has already. So I'm hoping that's not the case. But if it is, if he does if All Might saying the one for all, if he's saying what's true, then okay, I could live with it, but I would rather prefer Deku just really not have a quirk, and really that All Might was kind of lying and say, dude, you passed that exam just the way you are, because I'm assuming Deku's going to pass the exam. I'm just assuming he's going to, because come on, I mean, if he doesn't pass it, then story's over. So I'm just assuming he's going to pass it. I really like the relationship that's going with Deku and Kai-chan. I mean, I think of course, Kai-chan, I think he's going to definitely grow to really like Deku as a friend soon or later on through the series. That's what I'm assuming. But so far, I'm liking the dynamic. Like he's not picking on him anymore, so that's great. We do get introduced to a new character when Deku almost like fell. Well, it didn't look like, I don't know if he was gonna fall on his face, and then this chick some girl, her powers to freeze him a little bit, like kind of like to move him or something like that. I couldn't. It was kind of unclear what her power was. Might be Xavier. No, not Xavier. But it was we get introduced to this girl who talks to Deku and then goes off, and Deku's like, "Oh my god, I talked to a girl." I thought that was pretty hilarious. But overall, I thought the whole episode was really great. The animation is clean once again. The emotion really packs. You really root for Deku, and that's what I really like about this series. Overall, this episode was great pacing, pacing for the episode. I mean, the montage scene, we've seen a lot of montage going on, and it wasn't a crazy ass montage. It wasn't mind blowing montage that they gave you for Deku's training. It did go a little bit fast too, but overall, I thought it was great. And did his mom blow up or what? She blew up, right? I mean, she got a little bit bigger, just saying. But overall, I thought the episode was really, really great. The emotions hit, the pacing hit, the tone hit. The setup for the next episode really worked out, especially the Mike guys, like, oh, yeah, you, Ultra Plus, that guy. But it looks like we're getting introduced to another character with the girl. I don't know. We haven't got her name yet. All Might was really funny in this episode, especially when he was at the beach and he turns into like All Might, and he gets all the girls and stuff. Or well, he didn't turn to All Might. He was already All Might, but he's like with the girls and he's all flexing and stuff. That was really funny. I really like All Might's other form though, the pathetic. I call it the pathetic form, where he's skinnier and he's spitting out blood. I really like that form. It's really just it's so alien like, but it's really I like the way his eyes are drawn. I like his demeanor. Like he looks like it's crazy. He looks like a villain in his pathetic form, and then he goes all might. He looks like a hero. I wouldn't be shocked if he was somewhat a little bit of a villain in the past, and then he turned into a hero because we don't know what All Might's past is, and that's what they said. And we don't really know too much about All Might, just that he's a hero, and that when he became a hero, crime just went downhill. So thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Like the video if you like it, and comment below if you love this series. So far, I'm really digging it. So far, I'm really liking it, and I can't wait for the next episode. I'm Daniel's son. You can find all my other reviews, all my other videos on my channel. You can find more. I have episode 2, episode 1 review up. So if you want to check that out. So thank you guys for listening. I'm Daniel's son, and I am out.